The night I lost our baby, my husband was in another woman's bed. I was lying on the bathroom floor, bleeding, calling him 4 times. He never picked up. I found out later why. We'd been married 6 years. 4 of them spent trying for a baby, 3 rounds of IVF that didn't take. When this one finally stuck, he cried in the ultrasound room. I'd never seen him cry before that. I treated this pregnancy like glass I rested. I never pushed myself. But that night, I slipped getting out of the shower. The pain came fast. Garrett's phone went straight to voicemail. Every time. I called an ambulance myself. I lost the baby that night. Next morning, I woke up to a text from him. Said he'd been at the office all night. Said his phone died and he forgot to charge it. I was about to call him back, about to say the words I didn't know how to say yet, when I heard someone call his name outside my room. I opened the door. He was jogging toward a woman, heavily pregnant. His hand landed on her stomach. The other one slid to her waist. He leaned in, said something low against her ear, and the 2 of them walked off together laughing. I went cold, like 1,000 needles straight through my chest. I didn't make a sound. I didn't step toward them. I just closed the door, sat back down on the bed, and cried until there was nothing left. I was discharged that afternoon. He came home late that night. I told him in the living room, my face pale, that the baby was gone. He broke down, said it was his fault, said he should have answered, promised he'd make it up to me, whatever it took. I just let it go. Let him think I bought every word of it. For the next 2 weeks, I met with a lawyer. We pulled bank statements, hotel charges, a pattern that went back almost a year, money that had quietly moved out of our accounts into things I never approved. Then one morning, he told me he had a work trip. A week, maybe more. I told him to be safe. I already knew exactly where he was going. She had the baby a few days later. I waited until she did, then I drove to the hospital with the divorce papers already signed on my end. I opened the door to her room. He was holding the baby, turning it toward her. Both of them lit up like they were the real family. It hurt. It hurt in a way I didn't show on my face because the version of me who would have broken down at that sight had already cried herself out 2 weeks ago. They both froze when they saw me. Garrett's face went white. "What are you doing here?" The woman said, her voice sharp with shock. "Relax," I told her. "I'm not here for you." I turned to look at my husband. "Congratulations. You're finally a father." He started stammering. "We can talk about this. This isn't what it looks like. I can explain everything." The woman's expression shifted fast, like something just clicked into place. "You told me you 2 were basically done," she said, glaring at him, her voice rising. "You said all that was left was paperwork." Garrett's jaw tightened. "Shut up." His voice cracked somewhere between panic and rage. He reached for my arm. I pulled it back before he could touch me. I held up the folder, looked at her. "It is now," I said. Then I turned to him and laid it out, the accounts, the dates, the transfers. My lawyer had already calculated it. Every dollar he'd spent keeping 2 lives running came straight out of his half. He started talking fast, said we could work through this, said he didn't want this to end like this. I almost laughed. He wasn't fighting for us. He was fighting for the number on that page. I threw the folder straight at his face. "Sign it," I said, "or we'll let a judge decide." Then I turned around and walked out, the door swinging shut behind me.